Yeah, I'm Reinhold, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Thank you for joining my stream today. Today we'll be playing Strange Antiquities. We finished it up last time, sort of, by helping the warrior god get free of his box, casket, coffin. Not really sure, but he was very pleased when we killed his priest. So I think that everything's going to turn out great, fantastic, and don't worry about the cult that we are now in charge of. I hope everyone's had a good week, had a good weekend, pretty decent. I spent some of this week. I had to give in. I had to go shopping for fresh underwear. My underwear is perfectly clean. I am fastidious about that, but it may have been falling apart. It may have been falling apart. So I went looking. You'd be surprised. I am a little bit surprised myself, but you cannot find boxers very easily. There are 1,000 bazillion boxer briefs, and I have no interest in these things because this is milk toast. If you want to go with something, go with boxers, go with briefs. But boxer briefs, that's trying to have your cake and eat it too. I refuse. I refuse. So it was a challenge. It was a surprising challenge. Took a little while, but we made it out with far too much money spent, and hopefully another decade's worth of underwear, I guess. I really don't know how long those lasted. I have to think. Probably about a decade. I don't know. Yeah. Don't want to think about it. Let's see, what else? I have... I just finished some overtime, which is good, because I have to replace my car brake pads. I had to replace my brake pads. And I don't know how much that's going to cost me. Too much, probably. Everything I own, and then my overtime. Maybe. Hopefully not, as these brake pads are important. I don't believe in stopping. I only believe in going. What if you go more? Go more. What if go hard? Harder go. Harder. Go. Yes. More hard. More go. I don't know. If it's just the pads, it shouldn't be too bad, even for all four wheels. Hopefully. If it's under a certain amount, I have an amount in my head. If it's under a certain amount, I'm gonna see about picking up the calipers and other assembly shit that gets expensive fast. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna work on the brake pads and then be like, oh wow, look at what else you have to do to get this done. I'm like, yeah, yeah. So we'll find out. We'll find out the hard way. They just told me I needed it done because of the inspection. I did the inspection. They're like, yeah, you need to get your brake pads done. I'm like, okay. But if it's under a certain amount, I'll be able to pick up Resident Evil 9, and I want to pick it up. I want to play it on the PlayStation. Because I don't think my computer can handle it. I'm lucky I have the PlayStation 5, I guess. I picked that up for Persona a while back. So even though like I'll never be able to upgrade my PC in like the next 5 to 10 years, I'll still have the PlayStation 5. I'll still have that. I'll still be able to cry over it. Yeah. I think that's all exciting that's happened last week, mostly. You weren't here. I didn't get to tell you about the car. I saw a car on the way home. It had a hole in its hood. It was on the side of the road. It had a hole in its hood and ash around the hole. And I'm like, oh. And you can see the different parts strewn along the highway where I believe an engine caught fire and exploded upwards in the projectile sense. Not really sure. I think it was an electric car. Those fires get extremely dangerous. Catastrophic failure. That wasn't my fault! You can't blame this on me! No! It's not a catastrophic failure. Oh yeah, that was surely a battery. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. The ash was different than what I would expect from a like normal burn, but it was whiter or something. So it looked like it was extremely hot, exceptionally hot, to make that that level of white instead of the brown black. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the fire-based physics of car metal. I need to look that up. And by look that up, I mean I need to test this. I need a car to burn. Would anyone like to volunteer one? Let's just, I want to hop into the game and let's try to work on the other ending. We need to do the epilogue first, and then we want to hit the other endings if possible. Yes, you can find a Cybertruck for me. Oh, thank you. Send it to my throne. Right? I need to do that. Okay. Check. I think I looked at Throne like a long time ago when I was first setting up the stream, first setting up VTubing in general. I was surprised at the different stuff they have on there. It's surprisingly not all ERP launcher, not all of it. We are in the epilogue. Click here, yeah. Do the epilogue, and then I want to hit the other endings. We know there's at least 3 more endings, which I think we can snatch up fairly quickly. But the epilogue is going to be take the meat of the time. It's usually just my father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. His doctors have given up on him, but Dr. Robinson told me there might be a way to save him. It's usually just identifying all these other things. She said it might be possible to stop the infection spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind. She said it was beyond her skill. Okay. So, Morgan's insanity. I love this music, though. Morgan... Uh-oh. What about first? First... Cut... First. Oh, the diverging hook. Hold on. Carve thoughts from the mind of another. Is that what we're looking for? Cutting the poisonous... Yeah. I think this is the diverging hook that that guy used. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Great. Each of the 3 thaumic branches. Diurnal, celestial, individual, mentic, wizard, mentic, selenic, track. Okay. So, I think we're looking for this thing. What colors are those? Orange, turquoise, and pale yellow. Yellow, orange, Arctic. Turquoise. Radic. Okay. Orange. Let's... Wixic. Yeah, this has gotta be it. I didn't even... These things never look like what I'm expecting them to look like. Diverging hook. Fascinating. You use this to cut your mind in half. You cut your thoughts down to size. I need to move myself. This is how you get your head empty. This little bobble right here. Well, where'd it go? Come back here. We need to throw the Virgin Hook. Cannot recommend, but some people want it. Okay. There's an old hermit living out past wastewater who barely comes into town. He brings me lists now and then for odd things. This time he wants something that will pull water from thin air. No idea if he's mad or onto something, but I said I'd ask around. Yeah, the classic water from thin air. Why not? Who doesn't want free water? Isn't this just condensation? Are you looking for condensation? I really feel like this is a complicated way to get condensation. It's alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thaumic field, perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this! I need this! Imagine how much stealing I could do with that. According to Whitlock, these are lighter than an evocant by half. Not exactly the most useful insight. This isn't... okay. They are carried by desert nomads who use them to conjure precious water from the cool air. Okay. So, an evocant... was a... What about an evocant? It weighs twice as much as an evocan. Everybody knows evocans are more rare and therefore don't weigh as much. Something like that. Something weigh person's art. Evocant, where are you? Oh, here we go. So we just slap that in there, and we... no. 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 Maybe? Is that exactly half? Well, this weighs something specific, doesn't it? It weighs 1 pound. Okay. We don't need this. Go here. We need this. It is lighter than 1/2 pound. Okay. Nope. Nope. No. Finding magic items by weighing them seems sketchy. This is the sketchiest way to figure out what a magic item does. Oh. Hold on. But this is... What is that? It's not the symbol. This also weighs half? That one's weather. This one's a dagger. I think we already found out what that one was. All three of these weigh... Okay. All three of these things weigh half. So... what's that symbol? Hypnosis. That's hypnosis. This is all the weather, and then this is the gem of water? Is that the gem of water? Anchor, body and mind. Must be pale blue or turquoise. Pale blue. Turquoise. Okay. Try this one. Yay! Aquamarine, yes. What was the name of that? Darn it. I already don't remember the name. It was a... Men something. Where's the wall? Mensis? Manus. And Manus. Manus what? You man. Go. Wish I could put these scales somewhere else. My lungs are shot. My doctors have told me to settle my affairs, but I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. I've heard a local story about the Witch of Undermere and her healing abilities. Really? They say it's dangerous and painful, but sometimes it works. I guess when you're desperate. The Witch of Undermere and her healing abilities. Witch of Undermere must be a like colloquial term for it, right? Or wait, is there just a Witch of Undermere? No. No, it's gotta be... okay. What about healing? Hearing... Witch of Undermere and our healing abilities. We don't have witch. We have witch. Is there a witch in the audience? Undermere. Water. Okay. Okay, let's just check out some of these. Witch of Undermere. Fields of Shame. Goddess Corchin. The Goddess Corchin. The Serpent Goddess. Oh, you know what? There's a symbol for witch stuff. A witch is not. And a witch sign. Maybe we should look for some of those instead. Was this a witch is not? Turn your head. No. know that's not it. Huh. What is this man looking for? Witch of Light of Torsion. No. Lunima. Moon Pool, Heart of Tranquility. Morgan's Folly. Folly symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Ooh, I know which one this is. Caution should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Uh-oh. I think I've been keeping that thing open this whole time. Don't worry about it. Chin. Common item and connection to the ocean. Help keep boats safe. Okay. Storm Ward. Supposedly grants a level of protection against the elements, but this author has personally become soaked to the bone and one too many downpours to trust those claims. They're made from metal, bronze or iron. Oh no. Don't you hate it when your magic umbrella just doesn't work? What the heck is the Witch of Undermere? And her healing abilities. Are we talking about like a witch's finger? Undermere is this, so maybe he just wants a witch's finger. You know what? I bet she does. Wherever I put it. Here you go. Oh, I didn't want to give him something I already knew. Go away. Go away, old man. Darn epilogues. My farm is diseased, my crops won't hold, and even the animals are uneasy. My old man says the earth's angry. He says I should call upon caution for wisdom and blessings. Can you help? This land's all I've got. Alright, we saw something about Corchin just a second ago. Corchin. Chenna. Used to call upon the goddess. Goddess of earth, creation, and rebirth. Earth, creation, and rebirth. But they exude an imposing aura. It's also a serpent goddess. So it's possible this. It's also possible this. No, this doesn't have an aura. Here you go. I'm going to give you the thing with an aura. A Corchenna. Using the index, she's a serpent goddess. Imposing aura. Connection to the earth, jade eyes, clay material, and the Dradic field. Oh yeah! All the stuff that you could probably look at, pay attention to. Ah! Corchenna. Corchenna. That's a cat egg. Francis Mason. I've read the tales of Caleris from cover to cover. I was surprised to learn of some of the powers he could wield. Did you know that he could walk through walls? Oh, he used the thing. I read that he used a water shadow, but that we have lost the knowledge of how they work over the years. Can't wait to walk through walls. I don't expect I'll get very far with it, but I like to study one all the same. Who knows? Perhaps I'll succeed where others have failed. Okay. maybe we're going to go robbing. Produces a faint thermic field. Okay. And thermic field could be any of those. Okay. We're just looking for the one with the faintest field. We have... This could be it. That's not it, that's not it. This could be it. This could be it. Very regular field. Oh yeah, this one! This one's got the weird field that doesn't show up. I remember that now. Okay. Probably that. Probably this crow. The classic crow being, you know, the bird equivalent of water? No! What field is that? Okay. Fine. Make me work for it. Seems fine. Kind of feels like an anti-field? Yeah, I guess you're right. Nothing else like that. No lines, no doubt. All these seem pretty normal. That's faint. That's faint right there. Okay. The Christmas tree cookie is a water shadow. You are correct. It is just dot water shadow. I'm going to use this to rob everyone I've ever given my relics to. Get my stuff back. Hello, Rufus Shelley. My boy is sick. His dreams are heavy and he's preoccupied with death. A darkness is growing in him. I need him to see the light. Oh, the light of fortune. Okay. We shall shine the light of the goddess in his face until he can see nothing else but her splendor. Noctic items. No connection to... Oh, what's the Amphibian Heart? Right. The one with the... Like bite themselves. Okay, so they don't have a connection despite an appearance of having one. Power to turn darkness to light, fear to joy, and they're Noctic. Okay, so this thing... Anything else that might be related? Not that thing. Okay. Noctic fields are... I don't even want... Here, have this thing. Aha! I didn't want to figure out what a Noctic field was again. Noctic gemstone, okay. Motif is the two-headed snake used by the Amphibian Heart. Visiting the convent will confirm this. Oh, have we never been there? Hold on. Let me write this down. Light of Cochin. And then... the convent? 18? Convent of the Amphibian Heart. An imposing building that appears to be designed for secrecy. The few windows that look out onto the street are small and for the most part covered in sturdy iron shutters. The sole entrance is a large iron gate bearing the sigil of the Legion, a twin-headed snake. The gate is locked. Well, we have the water shadow. Just walk through it. My grandmother followed the old ways. She kept a Dradic altar in the cellar. She believed in asking for nature's harvest blessing before harvest. I found a note about the ritual meant to bring abundance, but it needs an Argil. Seems like the place to find one. An Argil? What's an Argil? A vessel of the earth used in Dradic rituals. Okay. This one. Or that one. One of these two things. Okay, you can have this one. Okay. The Argil, symbols of earth around. Oh, that's earth. Okay, I thought it was water or backwards fire. One of the two. Argil. I worked the riverbeds, searching for stones. Amethyst, jade, maybe vivente, if I'm lucky. Hard to spot them in the muck. But I heard about these remnants that let you feel the glimmer through the dirt. Worth a shot? Feel through dirt. Feel glimmer through dirt? Ares remnant. Hold on. Forma synesthesia. Something like that. Where colors and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. Okay. It's sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Ares remnant are arranged in the shape of a constellation that shares its name. The gemstones. Did we figure out what that was already? We probably already labeled it. Oh, this one. Here it is. Yeah, we didn't identify it, we just labeled it. Okay. Thomas Pope. We've hit a bit of a snag and I had to shut down the quarry. Would you like an Ares remnant? Our dynamite supplier had a little accident. I'll spare you the details. Oh no. I wonder, is there anything on your fine collection that can get us up and running again in the short term? I'm losing money by the minute. Okay, we need explosions. Violent explosions. Earth. Okay. What about mining? No. Dig? Digging. Yeah, I don't know if the index is going to help me here. Demon disease. Why do you have demon and not dig? Guilt. Levitation. Iron joy. Mind. So many things in the mind. Rock? Hold on. Hold on. Rock might be it. Stone? Maybe not stone, but maybe rock. Yeah. I'll check that. The pit. Oh. Rock and stone. Not rock and roll, just rock and stone. Stone is quarried, you never know. The three different elements that make up the pit represent the earth, the sun, and death, or darkness. The Dradic, the Daranic, the Noctic. These energies balance in a way that does not produce a recognizable thaumic field that can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Oh. And it even shows us what type of bird it wants. Yay! The pit. It's the pits. You gotta go back down to the pits. Yeah. It's red because rocks are your friends and you shouldn't destroy them. My thesis is on psychology of fear, but books can take me only so far. I need to feel it properly. I'm sure you have something. Yep. You want to feel fear. I mean, I admire the conviction, the commitment. Spirit Eye. No. It turns Feet of Joy. Earth Spirit Pit. Ah, you're right. You're right. Wait, what are you saying? No, not. Okay, you're wrong. I shouldn't have. I'd never have allowed aloe. Maybe Isaiah. No, stop. Armpits are not for you. Not for foxes. What do you mean? I never should have allowed. I never should have allowed aloe to into the stream. They're after my armpits. No. Is Zaya what we're looking for here? Okay. Well, we've done Zaya before, so let's hand it to him and see how it goes. It'd be a red. It'd be this thing. Yeah. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, just if they're thinking a little. Sometimes all it takes is a suggestion in the right state of mind. Look, he's got the amulet of that cult that wouldn't let us in. Here you go. Hypnotize away, please. I recommend no, come back. Oh. Darn it, what was the name of that? Darn it. Uh-oh. What was the name of that? Hypnosis, fears, and suggestibility. There we go. Morgan's Folly. Morgan gets it. Morgan understands me. Morgan looks at this thing and goes, yes. My sons are out of control. Jail doesn't teach them anything. Wow. A year behind bars and they come back worse. I want them to feel the wrong they've done. Real penance so they might change their way. You know what? I can kind of respect it. I can kind of respect it. She's just like, well, jail didn't work. I need them to feel guilt. I really do. Binding seed. Made of two distinct materials, representing the mind and the body. A winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body of the seed. I think we solved this. Binding seed is a form of punishment in the implement. We do that one? I feel like we did. Is it that thing? No. Spiral around a seed, right? Findings. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this upside down magnifying glass looking thing. Good luck with your kids. Oh my gosh. There's a lawman snooping around the blacksmith's guild. Can't have them poking into parts of the business they're not supposed to, if you catch my drift. I need a way to keep them out. I need a little something something. Lunima. Also called a moon pool, or heart of tranquility. Harnesses powers of elements to create an aura of unease. Keeps people away. Oh yeah, I think we solved this. Don't use it when the moon's full. I think we solved this back when we were trying to not solve it. Feeling of unease, huh? We write it down? Labula is different from Lumina. Maybe we didn't solve it. I know there was one or two we just didn't solve. Where are you? Okay, I guess we didn't... Okay. If we didn't solve it... Heart of Tranquility, Moon... Let's call it a moon pool. Moon. Okay, silver. Silver is the metal we're looking for. Are we sure we didn't solve this? There's only, what, this? The dagger? Oh, what about this? The gemstone. Anything to do with the moon? Moonstone. So we're looking for... Probably looking for moonstone. Created stuff. We sure we didn't... Did I just... Hold on. There... Okay. I think maybe... What was that one thing? What was that? This. Labula. Is that a real thing? I didn't see an entry for Labula. Yes, that's a real thing. Okay, never mind. Lunima. Okay, I didn't get the spelling wrong. That's good. Be a moonstone. Gotta be moon related. Gotta be moon related. How do I not have this art? You haven't heard of Labubu? No? No? Should I have? This is... okay. Where is this? Is it? Not even surprised. Get back here! No! Okay. Oh, that one's gonna be hard. Uh-oh. Oh, I better do the cat. Uh-oh. So... okay, those two. Again, we're looking for suns and... looking for this combo. That's gonna be the hardest one, I think. Give me the sun. Give me a sun. Ooh, okay. 3 dragonflies probably gonna be the next hardest. Of course I'd immediately get 2 sun, 2 snakes. I could have done it on the first roll next time. Oh my god, okay. Dragonflies! Old dragonflies. 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 Dragonflies, come on! Appreciate it, thank you. Where's the sun? Everything's fine. I don't have a clue what this guy wants, I guess. I'll give you a sun. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, I'm looking for a little... No! I know I can't. I'm weak.
Ardent Alobex just called Reinhold's a pretty kitty. Who's a pretty kitty? You're a pretty kitty.
Right, Heart of Tranquility harnesses the power of the elements. Okay, the elements. Okay, well, what about this then? This is the elements. Green gemstone made of bronze. Killing me. Earth and nature. Turquoise is... water, right? Where's the turquoise? That's water. This might be the umbrella thing. This might be the... well, we're literally running out of choices here. Here's the elements. I think we already solved it. I know when we solved this. We solved this for the, for when we performed the ritual. Just didn't write it down. Lumina. My brother captains a small fishing vessel in Haverig. There was a big storm last month and 2 boats never came home. I remember what the old sailors used to carry. Charms, tokens, things to keep the sea calm, or at least keep you afloat. I want to give him something like that, just in case. The shin, right? Yeah. Maybe it's that plank of wood. Common items made from materials with connection to the ocean. Yeah, here you go. Yay. Made from driftwood. Shin. Classic shin. Lick that shin. I am full of righteous anger. I won't be taken advantage of anymore. Time to fight back against my tormentor. He's bullied and threatened me all my adult life, and I've had enough. Probably has a crush on you. Need a Rhinelick emote? Just licking the screen. You're actually right. We do need one of those. I need to write that down. I remember to get one sometime. Faint odor. The scent of a storm. The scent of magic. Okay. This one. Yay. Zephyrim, however you spell that. It's our mail guy. Rain again. Soaked to the bone before I'm halfway through my rounds. I can help you out there, buddy. I'm fed up with it. Got a few bob to spare if you know a way to keep me dry. This thing. This thing right here. I've been staring at it for basically forever. Storm Ward. Yay, we did it. I didn't invite all the items. With that, I'm done. Time for a well-earned rest. Right after I give Jupiter one last scratch behind the ears. Brr, 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 brr. Woo! Oh. Ah, they really did do that. A strange horticulture straight up decided to throw you in jail if you were a bad boy. As the epilogue. I was expecting something similar. That's okay. Let's go change the past a little bit. Alright, we gotta solve this thing again somehow. I lie behind under the we go to this one. Okay. We pick up a shin. Cool. Press the button a few times. Museum was ransacked, but I stole the thing. They didn't find what they're looking for. I have more to prepare, but I left instructions. Oh yeah, we had to get the vault. Ow. Candle that gives off no light, an anchor that never touched ocean, and a finger with no... Is that... The candle was... Is that the Vesiger? No. This candle. And an anchor that touched no ocean. Where's that? Blah, blah, blah. Shadow anchor, this thing. Oh yeah. Just gotta remember that because we're gonna get those a couple times. And then we pull this. Yeah, we pick up. Oh yeah, the coffin. The thing itself. The problem. Right, the problem's just with us. The lake has turned black. But the mail won't deliver itself. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. Right. That's another explore thing, right? Fear in autumn, winter. Fear in autumn. What was fear? What was fear? Darn it. Fear, 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 fear. That's the 3. That thing. Okay. Fear in autumn. Rising in winter. Oh, there was a space there. I didn't see it. Oh, it's just a bunch of pages. Okay. Discovered missing piece. Oh yeah, we got to take the casket to the old gods in the or we could listen to our boss for once. Nah. We can put off that. Time to go down. Go down here. I meet with Barden Potter at the entrance to the catacombs. Standing behind him there, beside him there, is someone I didn't expect to see. Ooh. Rebecca Rose. I'm coming. Oh, she's the painter, right? I'm coming with you. I can see things that you are blind to. Besides, I don't want to miss out on all the fun. I don't know if this is fun, but okay. Rebecca explains that the spirit eye has led her here. She seems to know all about our plan to give the casket to the nameless gods. Arden gives a shrug and a look that tells me he's already tried and failed to talk her out of it. Ready? You have the casket? There you go. I show him the small black chest and his hand moves up to rub the side of his eye absent-mindedly. Smaller than I remember. Begin our descent into the depths. Down twisting tunnels and past silent tombs is hard going, and we pass the time deep in thought, only speaking when we need to consult the map. Finally, we come to a large cavern. Illuminated by our flickering torches is the giant skull of some long-dead beast. Huge, terrifying, and ominous. The skull of Blencathra. Blencathry. Good old Blencathry. It's too big to have found its way through the tight tunnels, so it's not clear how it got here, but we don't have time to ponder that now. It soon becomes apparent that our journey has only just begun. The skull marks the entrance to a new system of tunnels, ones that are not marked on our map. We trudge onwards deeper into the earth, trying not to think about the pressing weight of rock above our heads. Stop! He says it so abruptly that I nearly drop the torch in panic. Then I see it. Terrifying chasm in the path ahead by some trick of the shadows, and with my mind elsewhere, I'd come close to stepping out into nothing. This is going to be tricky. At first, I don't see how we can get past this obstacle. The gap is too big to jump, and attempting to traverse it would be too dangerous. But then I remember I have the items I have with me. Surely there's something I can make use of. Wasn't there a levitating thing in the index? Levitation? Dataless link. Yeah, just levitate over. A feather or wings and birds. I think I've seen it like 100 times over here. Or over here. Fatalist link. Activate the levitation field around us and feel an unsettling sensation as my feet leave the ground. We float slowly across the chasm and my heart beats faster in my chest. It is tempting to race across to the other side and feel solid rock beneath our feet again, but a dataless link requires a delicate balancing act and must be used slowly and carefully. We reach the other side with great relief and continue on our way down the narrow corridor. I'm the first one to spot the next obstacle. As we approach a bend in the tunnel, I see a flickering orange light sending shadows dancing across the wall. Peering around the corner, I'm confronted by a bright light that my eyes struggle to adjust to. A wall of intense flame fills the passage from floor to ceiling. An impossible bright yellow-orange fire swirling and billowing and roaring in a place where it should not be. I watch mesmerized for a moment, trying to work out where the fire is coming from before being forced to retreat from the heat. What is it? I explain our hopeless predicament, and as I do, I realize that perhaps it's not so hopeless after all. Our serious way through. If only I didn't have, like, all the power in the world at my fingertips. There was something about going through fire. Is this serene orb? Made from basilisk scales, yeah. A serene word. Made out of basilisk. Here we go. Try this. Safely on the other side of the fire-filled tunnel, the passageway begins to widen, and soon it opens out into a vast cavern through the fire and the flames. Yes, we have performed the fire and the flames. Good job, us. I need to turn it down a little bit. There. Oh. Ancient stalagmites reach up towards delicate stalactites that spear down from the ceiling far above. Good job. It's strangely warm, perhaps heated by the same unnatural fire that we've just come through. In its center sits a dark pool. Its black depths are featureless, the flickering torchlight offering no reflection upon its surface. Linkathra's Basin. This whole place is alive with swirling shadows. We should not stay here. Let's make the offering and go. I bring out the casket and gaze upon its intricate surface for a moment. This is a horrible thing, isn't it? Be careful with it and do not open it. We wait, none of us sure of how to proceed. Becca seems to be expecting something to happen, so we wait in silence. I try to contain my thoughts from drifting to the casket. What does it contain? Maybe I should open it and find out. They're not coming. We're going to have to call the nameless ones to us. I hope you know how, because I'm afraid I have no idea. I begin to say that I am equally lost, but then the flickering torch in my hand reminds me of something. There is a way to call the nameless ones? I don't remember that. Nameless gods. Communing with them via the broken path. Okay. Oh. For the ritual of the broken path, Chris is heated. Okay, so a grist could be used, possibly. Blood back. Oh, we could also use a blood back. Right. They don't talk to the dead, they talk to the nameless gods. Let's find our blood back. Because that one sounds cooler. Wherever that is. Oh, it's probably in the reds. No. Oh, I found the grist. I'd rather use the blood back. This one? No. Once I remember where I left it. Where did I leave you? Oh, it is red. It's over here. No! Fine, I'll use the grist. Almost immediately, we feel a shuddering vibration, accompanied by a booming noise that sounds like giant footsteps echoing through the cavern. Small stones and some larger rocks shake loose from above, and to our right, a single centuries-old stalactite comes crashing down from the ceiling and smashes against the hard rock floor. I watched in stunned horror as the pool in front of us begins to ripple and swirl, and a huge hand emerges from within, its palm held upwards, fingers curling towards the stalactites dripping down from the roof of the cavern. I just keep wanting to say stalactites and stalagmites. Get over it. It's a cavern. We get it. Quickly, the casket. I hesitate, but only for a moment. I throw the black casket towards the outstretched hand, and it closes around it into a fist before slowly retreating back below the surface of the pool. The offering has been accepted. A pact has been made. The cavern continues to shudder. A handful of smaller stones clatter around us, and we don't wait around to see if another stalactite is going to come down. But the danger seems to be over, and the vibrations become softer and more distant. I feel strangely elated, shivering with excitement as we leave the warm cavern. Glance back one last time at the black pool. Its surface is still. We did it! We cut a deal with the Elder Gods. Yay! My uneasiness around the plan to hand over the caskets to the Nameless Gods has subsided in the weeks following our adventures in the catacombs. I had a conversation with Dr. Robertson yesterday, and she seemed to be confident that our patients have now all made a full recovery. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects. Verona Green came by the shop a few days ago to thank me personally. She reassured me that the Nameless Gods would never even consider opening the casket, and nor would they use its dark power against us. They have no interest in the lives of men. Undermere feels at peace once again. As I write this, Jupiter is purring softly in my lap, having tried to bat away the quill several times and nibbled the pages on a previous attempt. And the warmth of the fire is making me drowsy. I'll sleep soundly tonight. Wow, that turned out way better than I thought it was going to. Good job, us. Ending 5? Wait, how many endings are there? Eli White, alive. Proud of your resourcefulness. Ronna Green, alive, saved from the casket's power. Becca Rose, alive, thrilled to have played a role. She's looking forward to new adventures. Arden Potter, alive, jubilant after his success, following through on his plan to give the casket to the Nameless Gods. Okay, so Audrey Bell deceased, murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers when the casket was not opened. Whoops. Bonnie Robertson missing. She fled after trying and failing to murder Barton Potter and has not been seen since. Oh yeah. Francisca alive, delighted her patients are better. Edmund Bishop, he staved at Castle Gleaston and weathered the storm. Jack Hungerford made a full recovery. Thaddeus White is ashamed of the part he played. Simone Green's ready for a new challenge. Okay, so I know that there was a split when we did Audrey Bell's path. I think that might lead to another ending, so maybe we do that again real quick. See if we can get a different ending. Because there was a... There was a moment when we had to choose between strength and, yeah, we don't need... And, lightning for our ritual, and we chose strength. I think maybe this time we'll choose lightning. go here real quick, grab that. Okay. And we can also grab this one later, I guess. Oh, right, and we need to do the thing. And the candle. Yeah. And the witch's finger. That one, this one, this one. Yay! Darkness. Oh, we can do it? Yeah, okay. We can't do it until we get the letter. Noted. Okay. Noted. Immediately say, nah. Here we go into the bleak stones. Okay. Right. What was the text? Oh, right. No, we have the clue here? Yes. What did we do last time? I know we used this thing. Something. Charm of green growth, I think is... Gotta remember what I did. Oh, okay. Bring a charm of green growth in summer, pendant of yellow sun. I think I know what the pendant of yellow sun is. This thing? No, it's not that thing. It's over here. It's this thing. Sun bond, yes. Summer. This one. Okay. In autumn, an instrument of the red knight. This is the hard one. Totem of blue fire. I think we moved the candle around. It was Totem of blue fire. Oh, the vestiger. Yeah. Okay. And then charm of green growth. That was the gardening one, right? Garden. Which one was the gardening one? Garden. Is it? Coordinate. No. I remember it was the gardening one. I just don't remember what the gardening one was. Oh, wait. Scythian charm? No. Yes, the Scythian charm. Okay. Whichever one that was. Scythian charm. Hunter's boon, Selenic totem. Freya charm. Okay. Scythian charm. Scythian. Come on. Oh, is this one? Looks like plants. Come on now. And the instrument of the Red Knight. I think this is the one we had to solve last time too. Thieving edge. A bloodthirsty state of mind. Oh yeah, the knife. The knife. Let's begin. The casket. Here you go. You can have the casket. Neon offer up the casket. Oh no, she's gonna kill me. If only I have lightning. Kapow! I bring out the small wooden boxes. The priest lunges towards me. There's no time to think, so I rip open the lid and let loose the power contained within. An almighty thunderclap erupts from the box in my hands, and a flash of bright white blinds me for a moment. When I recover, I see devastation before me.
Flamingo Eyes 245 just redeemed posture check. Straighten that back.
I've got such... I was being bad. Being bad. Now I have to be good. Okay. Alright. I will follow. Hello! Hello, Flaming Eyes 245. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I shall straighten my back just for you. Do a little cat stretch. Do the long cat stretch. Yes. Anyways, I just zapped a high priestess of a warrior god with lightning. Thin white smoke and the smell of ozone fills the air. The kingstone is cracked in two, and a twisted body lays on the ground nearby. Whoops. I didn't mean to crack the kingstone, too. But to my horror, the priest is unharmed, standing next to the wreckage of the kingstone and her fallen acolyte. She whirls towards me with madness in her eyes, her red cloak swirling behind her like a wave of blood. Oh yeah! Lightning might be notoriously hard to aim. Whoops! Uh-oh. I try to run, but strong arms grab me from behind, and I am unable to move. I don't think this is going to end well for me. Great Holgar, whose rage is endless, we offer you this blood of the sacrament to prove our devotion to you. Protect us from what is to come. The last thing I see in this world is the priest's exultant face, eyes wide behind the horned skull mask as she brings the knife sweeping down and plunging straight into my heart. Ow. Uh-oh. Is a 50-50 chance we live here? I don't know, maybe. Okay, maybe 0-0. Zero chance. The casket's been opened. The priest performed the sacrament with the blood of the sacrifice, and her congregation was spared. But they soon learned that Holgar's bloodlust is devastated, and he cared little for them. It was only a matter of time before they turned on their leader. My part in this story, such as it was, is over. In the end, I was led astray by the promises of a dangerous fanatic, and I have paid the price. Me and everyone else in the world. Whoops. I guess I don't get an epilogue. Ending 3, Divine Retribution. A fatal error has been made. Death and darkness cover the land. Verona Green cursed. Eli White cursed. Rebecca Rose went missing. Barden Potter. Perhaps sensibly, he left. Edmund Bishop left. Yep. Francisca Robinson. Shell of her former self. Missing. Audrey Bell alive, clinging to power in a bleak new world. For now. For now. For now. Now. Cursed. He is ashamed of the part he played. Yeah, no kidding. Jupiter will always survive. Jupiter's a good kitty. There we go. Okay. So there must be 2 endings if you follow... How do I get an epilogue? I'm dead, aren't I? I'm a little confused. Did I not die? Did I not die horribly? You know, I guess even... Let this be a lesson to you. Even in death, you are not free from work. You must continue making a living, despite being as far from living as you can get, I guess? There is no escape, is what I'm trying to say. There is never an escape. Right. This. Drop the finger. Come on. Get on the thing. You done? You're done. Get the casket. Is no. Yes. This button, this button, this button. Get the casket. And this time we're gonna follow our boss. We will finish that up, I guess. Zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bring the casket to the pit. Right, we're gonna throw it in the pit, I guess. Which is, you know what, as fine a plan as any. This is the pit. The sun is low in the sky when we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter. It has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thaumic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points. Strength and weakness. Light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Korchin to bind them all. Wait, the light of Korchin was... Is this it? I think that might be it, right? We didn't actually solve it except in the epilogue. This is the... Yes, that's the light of Korchin. Okay. This is the light of Korchin. We need... strength and weakness, light and darkness. Okay, so... Strength... was Corvin's might. Which is Corvin's gift or something. Weakness. What's weakness? I know there was something that made you weak. Weak and easily suggestible. Nothing better than being easily suggestible. Weak. Oh. No, just weakness here, huh? Strength is fortunate. There's gotta be a curse that makes you weak, right? Breathing, burning. It's paralysis. No. Okay. Just look for... What was the symbol for weakness? So strength upside down? No, here's weakness. Okay. So we just look for the triangle with the dash through it. Whichever one that was. No. No. Nope, no. Nope. Right over there. None of those. Okay. Not on that side. Oh, yes, the witherants. Aha! Aha! The witherants. Okay. We need darkness and light now. So, the sun bond? There's not much more light than the sun bond. Right? Gemstone of light. Yes, okay. Dark. The shadow hold? Maybe the shadow hold? I don't feel strongly about it. Maybe we're looking for just a gem of the other color. There is a... What about... Oh. What about candle? What about a Holgen Grim? Got the dark gem, right? Got the gem of Darkstone, forgot this other one. No, we need onyx. That one's a Vivante, right? That's Vivante. We need onyx. Where's the shadow hold, honestly? Anchor. What about the bloodback? That suffice? No, that's for talking to nameless gods and not. Red Vivant. One of these things is it. Here's the shadow hold. I don't know if that's what I... Yes, try it. No, two of these items might be wrong. Oh boy. Okay. Let's check. Is there a specific thought we need to put them? Opposing compass point. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Light Corchin's correct. Okay. So... Strength and weakness, light. We know the witherants for sure, right? Stone like the Fortnance. The inverse of the Fortnance. So what if we just swap that for the Fortnance? Which is this thing. Strength and weakness. And we need... I'm almost certain the Sunbond is light. But what about this Tenebrian Cloak? Fear of Darkness? Single stone set in bronze. Yeah, let's do Tenebrian Cloak, actually. Single sphere set in bronze. Tenebrious Cloak. Aha! Yes! Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now the sun has finished setting, and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply. And then another. I look up and I see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin around to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at the distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their calls and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hand. Such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be open. Suddenly, it feels inevitable. The casket now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Oh. Oh. Oh, I can betray my guy. My boss. And then I'd own the shop. All I need is a Wixen cord. Which, have we done that? Wixen cord? And then the simple looking items. That's a freezing effect. The Medusa stones. Oh yeah. What was that Medusa stone? Wixen cord. Where are you? Aren't you candle? Get out of my way. I'm looking for a Wixen cord. I need to... Stay right there, please. Excuse me, boss. Will you stand right there and don't move while I betray you? Please wait. You know what this game really needs? During these end sequences is a timer. I think a timer would add a lot of tension. Like, a lot of tension. Maybe a little too much. What on earth is a Wixen cord? But at the same time, I think I'd love it. A lot. I need that tension in my life. Oh yeah, okay, it's just this thing. That's right, it really is a simple looking item. Though it has paralysis written all over it. I bring up the Wixen cord as the thaumaturge realizes what is happening. He lunges at me, but he's too slow. His body stiffens and falls to the ground. I'm surprisingly calm now that I've given in to the casket's dark power. But a raucous chorus of shrieks and cries breaks me from my reverie. The mob is upon me. As I look out at the manic faces baying for blood, my gaze lands on one that is calmer than the others. I'm surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. Wait, the apprentice begins to understand. She holds up her hand and the group comes to a stop, all staring at me with their lifeless black eyes. You see now, it is inevitable. The casket will be opened. I barely hear her. My mind is filled with one thought only. Slowly, savoring the moment, I reach down and open the clasp that holds the Nalian casket shut. The mob cheers, but I don't even notice. Time slows and the rushing roar of my own heartbeat fills my ears. I open the casket. Dark power flows through me. The rhythms and worries of my former life are meaningless to me now. It is hard to remember even what they were. Devastation and darkness surround me, but I feel nothing. Why should I care? Even the nameless gods bow to me now. I am immortal. I am powerful. I am a god. Yay! This is the true ending we should have done the whole time. Ah, I can't believe I fell for the freaking priest disciple owning a cult nonsense. I owned a cult in my actual game. This is the real ending. Ah. Eli cursed. 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 Left. Left. Cursed. Left. Yep. Deceased. Failed to perform the sacrament. Killed when the casket was opened. Audrey Bell doesn't turn out so great most of the time. Cursed. Cursed. Jupiter's fine. Ending 8. Wait. Wait, what? There's 8 endings? 8? 8? No, I thought this was ending 2! No! I don't even think we can get all the endings. I think some of these endings might be locked under different story choices we made along the way. Are you kidding me? Power of the casket could not be contained. I fear nothing. I feel nothing. Like we helped Verona Green at one point, which may have given us the possibility of getting ending 8. What the how are there 8 endings? Jeez. What does that mean? We're missing 1, 2, 6, and 7, right? Ending 1 is probably just doing the job. Oh my god. 8 endings? Are you kidding me? So many. There's no way we're doing all the endings. This is the last day I'm playing this game. We're going to another game. I don't know if we're going to go... I think I might stall until... what is it? Slay the Spire 2 comes out, and then I plan on playing that. So we might fill the gaps in a bit with a different game. Or one that we started and haven't finished. Is a couple. A couple. No anchor. Which is finger. And a candle. Boop, boop, boop. Like, I wonder if there's some endings if you manage to protect the casket at the museum or something. Because that was, I think that was an option we didn't follow up on. Maybe, oh yeah, you know what? I bet you can get a museum-based ending. Maybe those are ending 6 and 7. Oh, can we go to the museum? 11. No. No. Get out of here. Another museum? I guess 2 museums in one town would be too many. Okay. Let's see. This plus Sunbond, the Wither Ants, the Nebrous Cloak, and the Ordinance. Maybe stop giving in to dark powers and becoming gods. I don't know. I feel like as a cat, I am like duty bound to become a god anytime I get a chance. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit, working as fast as we can. It still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. It's not working! He's clutching the light of Corchin, but it is lifeless in his hands. Such a shame. I turn to see the occult scholar. Her eyes are black, and she has a dread vivant in her hands. Where did she get that from? Not strange antiquities, I hope. She must be using it to dampen the power of the light of Corchin. Wait, did I give her the dread vivant? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might not be getting ending 1. We'll take the casket now. It will be opened. All around us, a black-eyed mob shrieks and cheers, jostling and shoving, tripping over one another in their frantic race to reach the casket. Those at the front are nearly upon us. All hope is lost. But the thaumaturge thinks faster than I do. He quickly activates a dataless link and floats out across the pit, clutching the casket. The mob around me pays me no attention. They only have eyes for the casket. Eli begins to speak, quietly at first, then rising in volume until he is almost shouting. I am no longer afraid. I am the dirt beneath the ground and the rock below that. I am the dust stretched thin across empty space. I am everything cold and dead and dying. What? Where are you? What? But I am also the heat and the light and the wind and the ice and the fire and the leaves on the tree and the water and the river. I am everything warm and alive and living. At that moment, Eli locks eyes with me, and suddenly I understand what I need to do. I charge forward and tackle the possessed scholar. I try to grapple with her, trying to prise the dread Vivant from her hands, but she is surprisingly wiry and strong. We teeter closer and closer to the edge of the pit, and cold fear hits my stomach as I look down into its inky depths. This is much tenser than I thought it'd be. Oh, I don't know. Things are going bad. With one last burst of energy, I grab Verona and twist my body, pushing with all my strength. She scrabbles at the bare dirt at the edge, but she is unable to find purchase and she falls. I will never forget the look of shocked horror on her face as she plunges into the darkness of the pit. Eli wastes no time. As soon as he is able to, he activates the light of Korchin. Oh, was he possessed by the goddess? Was he possessed by a goddess? Oh, that lucky bastard! Time stands still, and then there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The full force of it strikes Eli, and he is obliterated by its power. Ah! Ah, we killed our adventure grandma and our boss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We killed them both. Casket is then soaring up into the night sky where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. Eli's death hits me hard in the aftermath of the events of the pit. Without his sacrifice, the casket would have surely been opened, and devastation and horror unleashed on the world. But it is Verona that keeps me up at night. I have spoken to her daughter, Simone, and she does not blame me, but I can't help but replaying it over and over in my mind, trying to will a different outcome into existence. I fear I'll be forever haunted by it. It has been some small comfort to learn that those who were under the casket spells have been released. They remember nothing of their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects. Dr. Robertson says they have all made full recovery. Whew! A noble death, ending 7. The casket's been destroyed, but at what cost? Eli White sacrificed to save us. Verona Green killed by your own hand. Oof. That was rough. Thaddeus is a little ashamed of the part he played. Jupiter happy and safe in strange antiquities. Moon Green missing her mother. Ah, we killed. Oh no! Oh no! I killed another grandma. I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't mean to kill another grandma. It wasn't intentional. No. Why do I keep killing grandmas? Oh my god. Allo, Quill can never hear of this. Quill can never hear of this. Okay. Okay, well. That's the end of our journey. We will not be able to get those other endings without, like, looking up a guide and going through nonsense. Humbug to that, I say. Time to move on with our lives. And also, I'm really tired from all the overtime I just did. a little earlier today. So this is a great place to end it on a little bittersweet note. Rip grandma, rip boss. Sorry about that. Really truly am. Really truly am. Do I want to... I'd have to go back like 3 days to solve this. I'm not ready. Okay. I'm just gonna let the credits roll. Let the music flow. Appreciate the silence now that I no longer have boss and a grandma yelling at me. I don't know. I should not be allowed near old people, I guess. They have a habit of accelerating their age. Rain shaders. The art of code is cool. I do appreciate that. I appreciate the smaller team. I like it when it doesn't take 40 minutes to go through the credits. So, Jupiter, you're a good one. You're a good one. All right. Well, that was a wild ride. I wasn't expecting some of that. I wasn't expecting most of that. Oh, I love this game. I love Strange. I love the little Strange series. Even if I do think Horticulture was better, it had better pacing. It didn't start. You didn't realize things were as weird as they were going to be off the bat. Things kind of felt very normal at first with Strange Horticulture. With Strange Relics? What was it? Antiquities. With Strange Antiquities, you found out right away. Things are weird, and things were gonna be weird the whole time. Great games either way. Love them. Love them. Love them. But they're done now, and so am I. So, before you go, hey, before you go, you're all beautiful. You're all important. If you're going through tough times, hang in there. If you're going through good times, cherish them. Thank you for watching my stream today. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. No, I'm not accepting any of that nonsense today. Get out of here with that. Bye.